I changed my LinkedIn. People put on LinkedIn, they say like every attribute of everything they do. I just put professional accountant. You take it from there, right? So what it does, so the license of really affords me the ability to issue reports, third-party financial statements. Really, that's the major difference for the small businesses we work with. That's the major difference in what it allows us to do. But in the financial community, that license means something to the financial community. Banks, financial advisors, lenders, mortgage people, business brokers, whatever. So the license means something. It means something there, which adds to the professionalism because now it's recognized by other folks. So it allows us to, so people come to us to attest. It's a term they want us basically to sign off on stuff. Because, oh, you're trusted. And then they like throwing this trusted advisor on us. Hey, you're the most trusted advisor because somebody comes to us every year to do their taxes. So we're the most trusted advisor. That's how we are, right? But we carry that. And our ethics, very strong ethics. You got to have ethics. You got to have ethics. It's part of it. It's there's a whole thing. See, people just really think like we like human QuickBooks and stuff. Yo, we got standards. The AICPA has a code of conduct. We have all these things. It's just not just like, so when people think, oh, these computer programs are just going to replace us. No, they're not. Why? Because most of y'all can't read financial statements. So you're going to need us to help you interpret them.
Yeah, correct.
And make sure they're done in the proper way so that the other people in the financial community can understand your story. See, that's the difference. We can talk the language between you and them. That's the big thing. Even if you want to get on the IRS level and representation. I'm just going as a sidebar here. I've said this before. I don't know if I've ever said it on the stream. But if you ever either get in an IRS collection or audit situation, call somebody because you are going to jam yourself up because it's going to be so personal for you. You need to get a representative. The representative is not personal for the representative. They're going to be able to handle it because those that practice, they know the language. They understand the language. They know what SOL is. They understand where TCO is. They understand, the acronyms are so much, and most of all, in terms of tax, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. There's a body of laws in the United States, 26th section United States Code. It's law. It's law. And there's an IRM that most people, the Internal Revenue Manual. Now these things I just mentioned were not in any textbook that I studied to get the license. How could I know this? How could I possibly know this stuff? Oh, no. Well, I practice accounting, and I've done representation. Not my bag, dude, but so it's all like that. So, this kind of like a testimonial. I'm saying, I feel like we are allowing the marketplace to look at us as one-dimensional creatures, that we're human TurboTax. And what TurboTax can't tell is your temperature. And what I mean, your financial temperature. And TurboTax can't ease your pain. And TurboTax at any error, because people are human. I want to get that through too. People are human. One thing that we don't do is say we're the most accurate, because of who the heck, what is that? That's like base one. Hey, we're the most accurate. That's like going to the doctor and saying, I won't kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you won't die if you come see me. What is that? So the things human, we moving data. Things happen. You gotta have people that understand what happens. But it's relationship. I mean, the way we train over here is I can read someone's
Ridiculous.
yeah, but I can read someone's
Ridiculous.
tax return
No.
and know more about them than they want me to know.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is, and that's how we train. Our team. We look at it, we analyze things. So being a professional accountant, even if you're not licensed, being a professional accountant means you're constantly learning. You are always learning. You're learning stuff. So what I try to tell people is that I will bet you that I know more about taxes than you. I'm just saying, just kind of guessing, 40 hours a year, see how many tax returns a year. There's a good chance that I might know more about tax than you. Small chance. You might just be a prodigy and know everything. But
Well,
every
that's
profession.
but see, that's the minimum. That's your certification. That's the certification amount, right? That's not 40 hours of just. There's more than 40 hours of learning
Oh yeah, well,
and
I mean, but how many
implementation
years?
and talking about it and so on and so forth.
Yeah, well, and it's a mindset. So tax is a mindset. Once you get into it, it's a mind like you start thinking that way. But I don't want to stick on tax because they know we do taxes. You know what I'm saying? They know that.
Yeah.
It's the accounting part. It's knowing the different parts of accounting. It's understanding accounting for whatever, how to run a business on account. This entire podcast is about how to use accounting data to run your business.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one thing that if given a list of things that somebody doesn't want to do, including sweeping the floor, I think accounting would beat. I think sweeping the floor would have fewer votes than doing accounting. Just reality. So you want to work with people. So okay, that's it. I put the cause out. I've done on my rant. I've done my elevator pitch of what we do. It's not complete, but these are the things we do. I want you to understand that as a profession, our professionals, we work in this stuff. We live in it. We speak to one another. I mean, in our community here, we have a community of other practitioners. We speak to each other because we're not all coming across the same scenario. So if it's a scenario I don't know, I have a list of people in the business that I can call and ask.
Mm-hmm.
So, and so we know business. Accounting is the language of business, my friends. It's the language of business. Get with it. Language of business. I'm gonna give you a quick accounting lesson, real quick. Get your coffee. This is real quick. When we study accounting and the infamous P&L that we all know, they are essentially, I'm just going to keep it simple. I mean, it's arguably three forms, but there's only a couple of ways that you categorize a profit and loss statement. It's either straight or it's multi-step. And you know what that means? That means in accounting, there technically is only three industries: service, retail, manufacturing. That's it. That's all it is. So we learn that. Now there are specialized industries. Yes, but they have special things and special needs. They're kind of esoteric. They're people specialized. But most small businesses coming in, boom. So we have the knowledge, and this is a total infomercial for the firm. So I mean, essentially is that. And the combined years of expertise and the resources we have, I mean,